Good afternoon. Join me on this very grey day. It's around 3 o'clock, I think. I've just watched that Emma Raducanu get through Wimbledon. I was waiting for her to finish before I come to work because I was supposed to be on another job today, the sheep job, doing that bottom corner with the gravel where I dug it away, but I've had to postpone because of the weather. So I've been at home all morning, twiddling my thumbs and bottling a bit of product. So thought I'd come out because it's a week today since we did the sheeting, so that has to come off today. I don't want to leave it on any longer because as you can see there's lots of growth, so we want to get that off now. So I'm going to stick you on time lapse and watch me peel these off and let's see what it looks like underneath. I did I call it the cheese job. I've not really done much on that in terms of videoing. I'm just going to show you the visual results of that because it's so small and that, and it's just difficult getting the angles at the moment because the garden, I can't really stand on the borders and stuff. So just going to whip these sheets off. And what we're going to say then, yeah, there's not as much growth at Peter's because I didn't put any biology or Steller Bio Boost down first like I have here, so it'll be interesting to see the difference. But I did put some on last night at Peter's, so hopefully that will then come through. And the only reason I didn't do it at Peter's beforehand was because I forgot. But it works out all right because we can see the difference between the two because they're exactly the same root zone, exactly the same compost gone on, but we've just done the products, one before we've seeded and one after, and they've both gone on with the drops better. So it's a good like for like actually, so like an accidental, what can we say, an accidental kind of blessing. So let's get on with it. Right, so I think I'm really pleased with that. There's still plenty coming through. It does look patchy, but it's not. It's just there's not as much in that area, or it's just not come through yet. But if you look closely, there's seed there which is just coming through. It's not come through yet. There's all different sizes, and this will be like different varieties germinate at different times, you know, more sun and things like that on various parts in the day and stuff. If I'd show you Peter's job now, you'll see the difference, and that's I've just uploaded that now on as a cutaway, and you can see that's not had any product at all, and this has. So the biology with the Steller really does increase germination speed or growth after germination for sure, I think. And that was just summed up in my test pots that I did last year when I did biology alone in a tray alongside one with just root zone, and the biology one was far more further on after a week or two, all the way along actually. I'll just upload the photo of that as well, and then you can see the difference. So the middle one is the biology with just the root zone, and the left side is the grass seed just with water, and obviously that's coated, the seed was coated as well, so you can see the difference there. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with this one. So next thing is probably feed it when I get some nice weather. I'm not doing it today, it's too wet underfoot, so I don't want to risk doing any damage, especially because I've got to walk uphill and stuff. So we'll just let it grow a bit more. So it's had the Steller, it's had the biology, it's had the nutrition in the compost as well. So I'm quite happy just to leave this one for the time being, you know, let the colour of the grass tell you what it needs. Doesn't need any nitrogen because it's lovely and green. So if it started yellowing, then you would say let's get a bit of nitrogen on because it's yellowing. It's nothing to do with the blades of a mower because that's been nowhere near it, and it wouldn't be anyway. So let's just let it do its thing. Let's concentrate on getting some roots out. Don't need to water it because it's had plenty. And the good thing about this job is that even though it was hot all week, we had a bit of a rain Tuesday night which just totally soaked through. The compost in the root zone has held all that water in because it can obviously act like a sponge and just suck water out and hold it there. And with the covers on as well, it's been a dream, this one, because I really didn't have time to be watering all the time, and I haven't. So that's that one. I've still got to finish this one, but again, we've had a lot of rain overnight, so I didn't want to do too much because I didn't want it all running down the hill, because earlier in the week the forecast was heavy rain all day, but luckily it's not turned out like that. So I'll crack on with that one next week. My wrist's feeling a little bit better, so I just wanted to give it a rest, and that one's good to go then as well. But loads of these blimmin' willows, bloody pain dropping these leaves like all everywhere. I mean, they're all like there, just blowing everywhere. So those have been my nemesis on this left hand side, because as you can see at the top end up there, there's loads of leaves. Well, they're off that camellia actually up there, so plenty to do on that side, but we'll get there, So yeah, so join me soon for another update, and in the meantime I'm going to try and do, if the weather holds out, a video on, because I think the question I often ask myself is when do I need to feed my lawn, and I think I can answer that question for you at the circle job next week. So stay tuned for that one, and that's coming up. I've not made it yet or anything, but I'll make it next week, and keep the videos coming as people keep saying. So that's it from me for today, so see you later. Come on, England.